Welcome back everyone to some more Lord of the Rings Online. In the last episode, I did an epic instance, the Tomb of Elendil. One of my favorite in the game actually. And I helped Aragorn and the Elfsmiths reforge Underdeal, the Flame of the West from the Shards of Narsil. Of course, Aragorn's famous sword. And now I can head back to Evendim and make my way towards Annúminas finally, the City of Kings. So that's where we're headed next. I hope you're excited. I love these warden travel skills, man. So useful. Makes life easy. Easy peasy. Loading screens, however, do not make life easy. They make life miserable. That's what they do. And the Tinadir loading area is also quite miserable. So if you remember, I entered a camp outside the outskirts of Annúminas that had a bunch of quests, and I said I'd put them off for a different time, and that's what we're gonna do. We've put them off until now, but it's finally time to do them. And here we are. So let's see what we're dealing with.
Could I speak with you a moment?
I'm glad to finally get some aid. We have been trying to do what we can down here, but with every move we make, our enemies are already there waiting for us. I have discovered why, but we just have not had the numbers to do anything about it. Not long after you freed Rantos, several boats landed on the shore here. I watched a meeting between the newly arrived tomb robbers and the forces of Angmar. Afterwards, the robbers headed up into the hills, and Angmarim resumed their search. I can only fathom what an accord was struck. The tomb robbers would spy for Angmar and report on our movements from above. In return, Angmar would give the robbers any relics from the city that they did not want. If we are to move forward into the Way of Kings, the ancient burial ground of our ancestors' rulers, our actions must be shrouded to the enemy. For that to happen, we must empty the hills and claim them for ourselves. Alright, so lots of rangers to help here.
Stay a moment.
I have been watching the robbers as they have moved about the hills above us. They seem to focus on two primary ruins, Tham Sark and Tham Legamon. I know from my days as a child playing in those hills of a third ruin, Arthabel. The tower that stands there would make it for a very strategic position. You could clearly see over the Way of Kings below you. Watch the waters of the Barad-dûn to the southeast on a clear day and see Tinadir. Last I remember, the heavy doors to that place were sealed tight, and none had been within in many years. I ask you to venture to the southwest, up into the hills, to the entrance, and look around, see if you notice any recent activity there.
Would you do something for me?
Stay a moment, for I would speak with you. My people are much concerned about the protection of the ancient Dunedain heritage of Annúminas and the surrounding lands, but we are stretched thin. We have on occasion hired some of the more adventurous folk of Osforod to the northeast to help protect the old manors and crypts from despoiling. One such worthy by the name Alfred Whitley keeps watch over some of the tombs of men Erain. If you would, please take these supplies to him, return to the mainland, and follow the shore road north and east into Men Erain. Shortly after reaching that place, the burial ground for many ancient kings of my people, you will see steps curved into the hillside. Climb the steps to Alfred Whitley's camp. He has been away for some time and is surely running short on provisions. Return to me when you have given him these supplies, and I will reward you for your troubles. Alright, got some more rangers here.
Stay a moment.
Tham Sark has not been a site of much importance before this week. Earlier in the week, the tomb robbers occupied it and began looting it. While the looting angers me, they are presenting a larger issue which we must deal with. Whenever we move, I see glints of light from the hillside. We know the Angmarim and the tomb robbers have an accord, and they must be signaling them as to our actions. This is something we cannot allow to continue. We must hinder their ability to signal each other about our every move. Head to Tham Sark and collect the mirrors that the tomb robbers there are using to alert the Angmarim.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Some people go through life never changing, always repeating the same mistakes and errors time and time again. It seems the tomb robbers here in Evendim are no different. After Rantost, the few that remained and fled had a choice to make, a defining moment in their lives. They could have returned to Osfarod and started to live honorable lives again. Most sailed south instead. They have come here, made bargains with an enemy they cannot fathom, and have returned to their old ways. While they used Thamsark to signal the Angmaran below, they are also stripping it bare. They have had their chances and moments and defied them all. They have been judged, and it is time to accept their sentence. And then finally, one more ranger here.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Like the tomb robbers in Thamsark, those camping in Tham Legamon are also alerting Angmar to our activities, but in different manner. These have longbows with which they fire burning arrows at us. That allows them to track us at night and eliminates stealth as a tactic for us. Thus, it has caused us much difficulty. I would like you to take the longbows from them. If we cannot freely move throughout the Way of Kings, we cannot proceed, and we must proceed.
Stay a moment.
Up on the hills above us, if you travel to the west, you will find the ruins of Tham Legamon. This was the ruler's retreat during the days of the North Kingdom. They would go there, stare down upon their city and lake and their ancestors, and ponder the future. Now a foul presence occupies the ruins, and while they look down upon all the same things, their purpose is dark and evil. Tomb robbers have come to fill the ruins. They are ransacking more from it each and every day. The robbers must be stopped. There are not many more beyond these final here in the hills. If we draw the final line here, I believe Evendim may have a future free of them. Alright, let's go. Lots of quests, lots of work to be done. Let me go ahead and... let's use this one. 5% out of combat. Now let me get on my pony. Let's see exactly where I'm headed. Can't really tell from the map. I don't know, am I in the right ruins here? Maybe? What's in there? Let's see. I have a feeling this is related to quests in the future. So I don't know if I want to venture in here too much. Yeah, let's not. I'll probably have to come back here at some point. So for now, let me try to actually do the quest that I'm assigned. I just can't tell where it is on the map. It's not really like popping up. Can't go in there. Let me see what these ruins here do. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe over here. Are those little circles right there? Let's see. Oh, down there. Okay, I see it now. It was just kind of camouflaged in the hills, so I guess I have to climb all that. I could do it. We'll be fine. Might take me 3 years to get up there, but, you know, you do what you gotta do. Alright. And I guess I can come up through here. There we go. Big winding path. Guy's pissed. Or hungry. One of the two. Or both. They seem to go together. Hunger and anger. At least in my case, I think. I get angry when I'm hungry. Am I even going the right way? I don't know if I am. It's like up there. See, this path is taking me down towards Dwalling. But I need to go over there. You know what? I'll just keep going this way. There's some ruins over there. It looks promising. So I think this is the right place. There we go. So let me come up in here. And I guess I'll start killing some enemies. Alright, there we go. We'll just try to blast all these guys here. Alright. Oh no. That's gonna drive me crazy. I'll have to be sure to repair when I head back. Alright, there we go. Need to kill 2 more of them. Maybe that one will count? Alright. So he's dead. That one did not count. He did not count. I have to be up here. Which really sucks, because now I'm going to have to wait for respawns, it looks like. That is quite unfortunate. I won't make you guys wait with me, so I'll edit whenever I get some respawns here. Alright, we got respawns. Let's go. Let's kill all these dudes here. And there we go. That's all of them. Next up. Well, actually, let me kind of reorganize the quest a little bit. And then let me put that one there as well. Okay. So I need to get up there somehow. Looks like I can take this path. That's gonna be a long one. 14 seconds, dang it. It's right up there. Yeah, I gotta go all the way around, it looks like. Lots of winding paths here into the hills and mountains. But it's pretty cool because they're all kind of littered with ruins. Alright, it's all the way up. Alright, so there we go. Let me look around. You see a few tracks, but nothing recent. It seems tomb robbers have not gained entrance. Okay, perfect. Let me take that off my tracker for now. Then I just need to collect some mirrors, kill a few more tomb robbers. I think they're up here. That's kind of what it's looking like. Maybe down in those ruins? Yes, this is Tham Sark. Exactly what I'm looking for. Right. Let me just gather, like, everybody. Absolutely everybody. Sweet. There we go. Killing all these people. That guy did not want to die. Alright, let me grab a few more here. I think that should be everybody. Alright, that is everybody. So we can head back. Oh no, that's bad. I might die. I might die. Yep. Dang it. Ah, that was stupid. Where am I? Okay, not too bad. It actually put me kind of close to where I need to be. I don't know why I got on my horse when I'm just gonna have to cross the river. Alright, it was shallow enough. So I think there's a guy here that I can take the supplies to. Alfred Whitley is missing, but you see a journal among his things. Collected journal. Okay, let's read it. 17 September, and so at last I return for the first time to my ancestral home near Numinous. My lineage lived long in our ancient manor, and it is a necessary and proper thing that the children of the Dunedain come at least once to their olden homes. 19 September, I stopped at Tinadir to pay my respects to Calanglad. He warned me that the region grows ever more lawless, and that grave robbers and brigands are a constant threat. It is hard for me to believe that we have fallen so low, and that we must truly beware of such things. But I place my faith in Aragorn, son of Arathorn, and trust that he will restore our ancient glory. 20 September. In truth, this is a strange land. I had wished to feel welcome in these old lands of ours, but there are uncanny things abroad. Strange lights floating in the mirror, unnatural snakes, and worse. Last night I thought I heard wargs howling in the distance. When the kingdom is restored, these things will change, I swear it. 21 September. I am sure now that I am being stalked, but not by evil beasts, by men. I hope to make a Numinous tomorrow, though, and surely the Watcher and I will be able to hold off any number of mere brigands and robbers. Alright. Hold on, let me see if... Okay, so I already have it. Let me go turn all this in. Hopefully there's like a supplier here that I can repair in, but I don't think so.
What can I do for you?
These are exactly what I expected. They may look small to you, but catch the glint of the sun just right and you can signal someone from a great distance.
Greetings.
So it is done? Good. It may seem as if I am overly harsh, but if you continue to reject good time and time again, you can be anything. Can you be anything but evil?
Greetings.
Now we can burn these and give the enemy a fire to watch for at night.
What can I do for you?
There are a few more things within the way of the king itself, but hopefully we shall soon be rid of the tomb robbers entirely.
How can I be of service?
You found a journal, Kippen. Allow me to read it, and perhaps it will shed light to the fate of Alfred Whitley. This is terrible news. I must now believe that not only Whitley, but my kinsman J.R.R. as well were attacked and slain by tomb robbers. Both now lie in shallow graves.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Alas, that a kinsman and a loyal friend should come to an end of their lives in the ancestral lands of the Dunedain. Alfred Whitley was a good sort, and many men that live now in Osforod are of his kind, honest and dependable. And yet, there are some in Osforod who would stoop to scavenging and robbing the unguarded ruins of Evendim. But to slay one of their kinsmen, this is treachery most foul, Kippen. I ask you to warn some other watchers of this danger. Sid Waring is a friend of the Dunedain and keeps his watch from this very campsite.
What can I do for you?
So they have not yet found a way either. That plays to our advantage.
What is this world coming to?
Ah, who are you? You come from Helkir then? A bit late, friend, but perhaps not too late. I was just attacked by men I know not far from here, neighbors out of Osforod, who have been driven to evil under the orders of Brican the Bold. These were men I grew up with, kin even. Mad for wealth, they say lies hidden in these old ruins. The robbers that attacked me fear no reprisal. You should hear them even now digging away on the island just over there. Teach them a lesson, friend, and recover some of the relics they stole. They may have carried some of the relics to another island camp a bit more to the south. Sorry if my voice did weird things there, I was trying to hold back some coughs. Go to their camps here in Men Erain, recover the stolen relics, and bring them back to Helkir. Tell them there that the last Sid Waring has not forgotten his loyalty or the oaths he swore.
What do you need?
The hills have been cleared, and we are prepared to venture into the Way of Kings more boldly.
Stay a moment.
You did excellent work with the tomb robbers, Kippen. I believe the hillside is now secure, and we can begin to make moves without expecting the contingent of Angmarim waiting for us. Before we delve into the crypts and tombs within the Way of Kings, we must first do some scouting as to the state of various buildings and the strength of position of troops here. Speak with my fellow rangers here, and we will help guide you through what needs to be done.
Would you do something for me?
Eventually, once we have the tombs here secured, we will be working to try and link up with the rangers that are standing firm within the city of Annuminus to the west. We cannot risk such a mission without better understanding the enemy forces between our camp here and the camp established at Ekad Garthadir. Out here we have space to move, and once we are within the city, we can use rooftops and alleyways to traverse unseen. The sticking point is the eastern gate to the city. We will have to pass through that unless we are to go by boat, which is likely a deadlier proposition. Head south of here until the path brings you to the city. From a distance, observe the eastern gate, then report back what forces may be seen there. We are close to having finally driven the tomb robbers from Evendim entirely. There is a small group of them working within the Way of Kings. This was part of their agreement with Angmar. Now that their brethren in the hills are gone, I doubt that Angmar will be eager to protect them. If we can thin their numbers, the remainder may flee Evendim for good. Let them run to the barrows of Angmar or the Shire and deal with the guardians there. Creatures far more frightening than you and I.
Would you do something for me?
The depths both of the lake and the tombs contain many things that we do not yet understand. These creatures now roaming the Way of Kings are one such example of that. We call them Kurgrim, but are not sure what they are. Other than that, they feed upon the remains of the dead. I do not know if they are lizard, twisted men, or something else, something more ancient and foul. What I do know is that they are very territorial and hostile, and they stand between us and the tombs. They must be cleared out if we are to advance further. Head into the Way of Kings and defeat several of them so we can advance. There's that guy here.
Might I take a moment of your
Wow,
time?
that's a lot of scouting to do. The path between here and the great city was once one of grandeur and unrivaled beauty. Tombs, crypts, and monuments to those who had ruled the North Kingdom lined the road. You were flooded with a sense of honor, justice, wisdom, and valor. It pains me to look and see what has become of them. Some destroyed, some empty, robbed of everything but the stones themselves. Some swallowed up by the lake. It is not the end that men of that stature deserve. We have not yet taken accounting of what each of the tombs, of the state of each of the tombs. While you are venturing within the Way of Kings, could you stop by each of them and let me know how time has treated them?
Might I take a moment of your time?
In short time, we will want to begin exploring the tombs in this area, seeing the shape they are in, who is within them, driving out those who now occupy them, and recovering precious relics. We cannot do that if we cannot get inside, though. I sent a request to Tinadir, but none of the keys to the crypts were found within the keep there. Our copies have been lost to history. I have seen many of the denizens of the Way of the Kings entering and leaving the tombs, however, and believe some must have the keys they are using. Some must have keys they are using. Go out and collect a handful of them, and let us see where we can explore. Alright, so lots and lots of quests to do here. So I will begin doing them in the next episode. I hope you're enjoying the series and Evendim as we prepare to venture into the City of Kings here. So be sure to leave a like on the video, join the fellowship by hitting the subscribe button, and see you next time. Thanks again for watching.